What's up, Raw Nation? It's your boy Trev G, and we back at it again. God, how I missed the RawXchange, man. It's been like 2 weeks, bruh.
You missed
the longest week of my life.
Man. I was like, shit, I don't know what to do with myself. It's probably some good time to chill and relax. Posh did her thing with the ladies, so that was cool. Today we got a great show for y'all. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks since we all been together since the live show. So as y'all know, I'm here with my brothers and my sister.
Yo, it's me, MJ.
It's Posh.
It's Wall Street.
All right, so shit, we got a lot to talk about today. We haven't been around each other like 2 weeks, so there's some shit we got to catch up on. I know we got 2 episodes of Power to knock out. We got some Eminem that dropped, so there's some shit we're going to get to. But first, let's see what everybody's been up to in the last 2 weeks.
Hasn't been too busy. I went to
2 weeks, you ain't got shit to talk about?
Nah, bro. I stay in the crib. But
oh, now you stay in the crib. What happened? Can you tell us why you stay in the crib now, nigga?
No particular reason, but college football
it's safer at home.
College football started, so super happy about that.
Yeah.
My Gators got the dub. Florida State lost. Tennessee lost. Who else lost? Miami lost.
Are we gonna get that later, nigga? Can't you just boast about how you fucking won and you was at the game and shit, my nigga?
I'm super happy about that. But yeah, the game was fun. I went to that. Shit, what else happened? I listened to y'all. That shit was kind of funny.
Kinda.
Nah, because I feel bad for Miami Bay. I mean, buddy got called out on national.
Man, that shit happens to niggas every day. Why you feel sorry for that nigga? For 99 cents, you can help these rich niggas
get back,
stop spending their money on bitches.
It's true. Damn, how much did he drop on y'all though? For real, for real.
What do you mean?
How much money did he drop on you?
On me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that day. You gotta think about all the blunts y'all smoked.
Just a roundabout amount.
All that lobster and steak.
God.
Prime 112 ain't cheap, nigga.
Oh, the flight too.
Yo, it's been a while, but I don't think shit's under $75 at Prime 112. I had a burger at Prime 112 one time, and that bitch was $75.
So hold up, who are you guys talking about? Because there was 2 niggas in Miami. One was a Twitter nigga, and one was Mr. Miami.
The one was the dude that your homegirl.
The pubes.
Oh, he's talking about Mr. Miami.
Oh, that one. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one that got for like.
Oh yeah, I want to know both.
Oh God. Shit. I think it was like a $5,000 night for Mr. Miami's birthday.
And that nigga ain't getting no pussy.
He ain't have no dick. See how that works?
Oh, you already knew he didn't have a dick?
Like,
that's the same dude?
That's what I'm saying. Like Mr. Miami, the one that flew me down for his birthday and everything else. It was really the ball was on
you're
his
talking about the first one. All right.
$5,000.
I'm talking about the one with you and your homegirl.
To eat doo-doo. For $5,000.
Hold
Wait a minute.
I know you clean. I know you clean. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, $5,000 to eat, bro.
Yo,
you gotta jump off your balcony from that. I'm sorry.
Had a very beautiful view from his balcony, but it wasn't my fault. Like he basically he got the in, right? That was the hardest part. Like
he got the tongue in. That's what he did.
The other part was showing up with dick. You can't do that to people. It's just not right.
Give me that dick. No, I'm good. I'm gonna just stay down here for a little bit longer. Hopefully you fall asleep and I can stick my dick in.
I got a whole pinky.
Fuck out of here, my nigga. What you doing, dog? Yo, you shouldn't be spending $5,000 on bitches if you can't seal the deal. I'm just saying, like, that don't make no sense, dog. Yo, go sponsor somebody, go buy some hookers, like, go get some shit where they can't do shit about it, but...
Bro, if you,
but I'm sure you want to eat the pussy.
If
you know, niggas like
bro,
that love to eat the pussy. Like,
if you listening, buy a dick enlargement surgery, bro. At least you got the money, bro.
Oh my God.
Don't let that shit happen to you again, bro. I'm sorry.
How's that shit work?
I don't even know. Can we even do that?
I don't know.
Can niggas buy a bigger dick?
And then you go back and see a bitch. Oh shit, damn! What the fuck happened here?
Like, damn, Zaddy don't play.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, Posh, can I see you again?"
Oh my God.
Niggas in
I'll start with the dick first.
No,
showed up with a mystery dick.
Where this shit come from?
Isn't that the? Here's my thing on that. Isn't that why chicks like grab niggas' dicks? Like to get a feeler before y'all even get to that spot?
Nigga, it was the first time. Like,
All right, I'm not gonna incriminate myself, but I mean, shit, I don't know.
I mean, we was chilling. Like, I was chilling. That was like my first time really being out and about in Miami. So I'm just in
So you were
that
dazed by
moment.
everything.
Yeah, like I was
Alright.
just like, oh shit, it's lit out here. Like that was my first positive experience in Miami.
After $2,000, you didn't think that you got to fuck this nigga now?
Well, she was ready to do it. He
It-
just ain't had the
Right,
ain't had the
didn't
tools
he-
to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
His
what ended up
toolbox
happening.
came up
If
short,
it was
my nigga.
like had he had the proper equipment to get the job done, it would have been a go.
Hey, but
he
you already
didn't.
know Posh was like, shit, I already got my shit ate anyway,
But it's
so I'm
not
Gucci.
even. But you know what? It was his birthday though. It was like one of those
Damn.
things where we were just hanging out and his friends were there. So it was
These are the
5,000, but
niggas
it
that you
wasn't
hear
like
about that commit suicide.
it wasn't like it
Shit
was
like
just
this.
me and him on a date,
Oh,
and he's
alright.
spending all this bread. Like it's his birthday, so we chilling. We in the clubs. We popping bottles. We went to the strip
Popping
club.
Molly?
We throwing. We pop Molly. That's what I'm saying. He was in. I already
Yeah.
had made that decision.
He
And then,
he didn't realize you was a real one, right? That
I
Molly ain't had no effect on him.
Can you show us your reaction? What did your face look like when he pulled his pants down?
Okay, remember like the whole ramen noodle thing? How I was like, it was like
Oh, no.
I couldn't be.
Oh my god!
And it's fucked up because if you think about it, and you know, like when you on Molly, everything is like super slow. So imagine how slow motion my face really was doing that shit. Like there was no hiding it.
no.
Like I was like,
Where's the rest of it? Yo, bro.
I was like, nah, fam, I can't. I'm not fucking tampons. I'm not in that low in life.
No.
Damn.
So anyway,
Yo, how do you live in life though? Like, why even take a bitch home if you feel me? Like, I'm sure that's not the
Because-
first time.
it was one of those things where the nigga has bread, my nigga. Like he just
guess some
felt
bitches
like
probably don't give a
he'll
fuck.
compensate for
If
it.
you have, yo,
But and that's the thing. I think when you dealing with certain style chicks, like you should already know, nigga. Like, yeah, you got the money, but they waiting for that 10 to 12 right at the end of the night too, bro. Like,
Damn,
you got to
nigga,
make sure you
10
want
to 12?
Isn't that what y'all look for? I mean, and that was what all the bitches were saying on the episode yesterday. Sorry,
Who's-
I might not know y'all names individually, so I say bitches.
First of all,
10 to
like
12.
no, we said that the average size was 6-7 inches. 10
Yeah.
to 12,
Shorty's
my nigga.
run with
That's like,
Damn, a nigga couldn't even get 6.
like
Bitches
he
like
wasn't even average. He below average. How you below average in dick?
bitches like you got me pregnant.
boy.
Nah, bitch, my shit can't even reach. Like what the fuck?
I don't even really want to talk about this. 'Cause I could give two holy fucks, but
I just feel bad for the man.
like
I
you know
don't.
they say there's like growers and shit. Like even like he like it didn't work out for him at all. Even when he was happy, ready to go in you or some shit.
I'm sorry.
no, nigga,
Was
that's
it-
what I'm saying. Like it was really bad.
Was
it
the
wasn't
nigga hard
It
already?
wasn't
I'm
like
sorry.
that's what I'm saying. Like
This
it
nigga-
wasn't like he was soft
He
and he
was just-
couldn't get it up. No,
No,
he
he
was
was
bald.
No.
I was like,
So he was a little coat hanger.
a
My nigga,
doorknob.
so you talking like this?
yes, nigga.
Yo,
Yo, that's what I
Shit.
was like. Oh,
yo,
nah.
shout
like,
out to that sprinkler
Yo,
Jamaican
if
in
I
my
ever
life,
see
my
him, I'm gonna
nigga.
be like this.
That's what I was saying. I was like, nigga, I can't possibly catch this body and be okay with this. Like, I have to live with this at the end.
All
I
right, so if
can't.
he would have been like
He lucky you like lived
3
that,
times
like,
that size, you would have been all right, maybe. You would have let it. You would have let him at least stick
you
it
know, 3 times that, you know, now we're talking. It's going somewhere, but it's like, you know.
3 pinkies. You gotta have
Yo.
3 pinkies.
in. But that's and we talked about this before. That shit is like, that's killer, bro. Like,
Damn, son, how did you
why
find
you don't fuck
this
bitches?
one?
I can't get past slopping on the pussy.
Dog, yo, Shorty can't even bounce on your dick, bro. Like,
Oh, my
Oh.
God.
Bro, you
Shorty
can't even
can't
hit
do shit.
missionary on that
can't
shit.
even.
Yo,
Yo, you got a jackrabbit pussy all the time. Just
Yo.
you gotta say mad
That's
close.
it,
You
we're
can't. You can't even stroke, bro. Like, damn, cuz.
you can you can tickle. You got to tickle.
You feel that, bitch?
Hey, I'm just gonna lay this on the clit and
This
do the
nigga
rest.
just
all
gotta
right?
stick the dick in and hold on the whole time. Like,
Don't move. Don't move.
Like, anyway.
Bro, you can't even be on top.
You just stand at the end of the
You'd
bed
have
and
to
just
like
look.
stick it in the ass somewhat, so the ass is holding it real tight.
this should be like, oh, you eat my ass again? No, bitch.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
He's probably looking at Posh's ass all night. Like, how the fuck am I gonna get into this shit?
He knew he had no fucking chance, dog.
Like, how the fuck?
No chance. Nigga.
Anyways, so
yeah, I'm done talking about
the Twitter
somebody
nigga
else's dick.
that took me out to dinner.
Twitter nigga.
With your homegirl.
Yeah.
Twigger.
Yo, she ordered mad shit. Like, yo,
How much you think you spent that night? Plus weed and all that shit.
Oh,
More than 5 G's?
No, it wasn't 5
Okay.
G's. That wasn't, no.
He was a nice
It was
guy.
like $600-700 at dinner. And
I'm not, y'all think I'm fucking
That's-
off, dog. Like,
that's-
it's $75 for a burger,
And
bro.
how many?
But I'm thinking
people?
about the end.
It was 3.
The end result here. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Oh, not getting no pussy?
Yes.
like that, and then
You think he thought he was going to
See-
get both you and her?
yo, you know what's crazy? I don't know, but that would have been no. You know what? Thinking about it, nah. He was just being cool.
Oh, that's
You know
what's
what?
up.
Though, it all depends though. If you're doing it for yourself, then you're doing it for yourself. You feel me? If
But
if you taking bitches out, spending mad money just to get pussy, you lame, bro.
I'm serving your ass
feel
in
me?
civil court. Fuck out of here.
He did that. Yo, the weed, she smoked like a good ounce of his weed. Like, it was pretty fucking ridiculous. His bottle Douce gone.
Oh, like y'all went to a club or something?
No, like
At
in
the bar-
his
at the
in his
crib.
room.
Oh. So how y'all just hit him? All right, see you later.
Yeah, because we were on the strip. So we were just like, we're gonna go check out a bar over here real quick, and we'll hit you later so we can get up. And then like
That nigga's looking at his phone.
later never happened. That's how you do it. So
Oh my God.
but you know what though? Okay, so this is why I didn't feel bad. A part of me was getting a little bit nervous because I'm like, damn, that is a lot of money at the end of the day. But he scammed the bitch off of $20,000. So I look at it like, yo, fuck it. It was
okay.
reparations. You know
All
what
right,
I
I got
mean?
you.
Like,
All right,
you could
bet.
take this L, nigga, because somebody else took an L fucking with you. So you know what? This
For
is
life.
for culture.
That's what's up. Well, shit, I can't even remember the week before. This past week, I hit On the Run 2. That was cool. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Saw Bama on Saturday. That was pretty cool. Found a dope Airbnb for the weekend. It was free too, so that was
What?
fire. It was my dad's house. I'm just fucking off.
Oh, okay.
Did a few more fantasy drafts and just chill with the fam for Labor Day, man. I really was just trying to unwind, man. We got a lot going on at work and obviously with the podcast, so I just was trying to chill.
That's what's up. Me, work. I was here with the girls. After we left though,
Y'all partied? Y'all went out? Oh, fuck.
yeah, it was one of those things. Didn't you hear Gina at the end? How she was like, "What are we doing
hey,
after
MB,
this?"
did you go there too? Oh, yeah, you
No.
better say no, nigga. We fighting.
Everybody got invites to that
Reggie?
shit.
Oh, yeah, Reggie lying ass. I can see it already.
As soon as that,
You know, no.
Scratching and shit.
Gina ended up going to Sly Fox, so she hit me up and she was, I think that's the name of the place.
What?
And Sly Fox in house, some bullshit like that's across the street from Beecham. It's like a
Okay.
little bar.
Yep,
Oh.
yep.
So she was like, "Yo, I'm here." So I was like, "You know what? Fuck it, one drink, right? I'm already
Always how it
drinking."
works. Just the tip.
So from there, we ended up going to Tier. Shout out to Lou for always showing the love, bro. Like, he hooked it up. And then from there, we were like, I don't know why we did this, as if we weren't already fucked up. We ended up, is it Tanqueray or some shit
Yeah.
like that it's called, on Pine and Orange?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where you go
Shit
downstairs
so-
and everybody
yeah.
smokes?
Yes. So
Nigga.
we were there. But then the weirdest shit happens to me, right? So I'm walking. We're walking towards Tanqueray. Yo, as much as I love getting head, I gotta stop putting it out there in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe is starting to respond and shit. And
Yo,
I'm
can I
getting
give you some head?
Yes, that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Oh, wow.
Some dude walked up
You
to
been
me
to
and was
brunch
like,
yet?
"Hey."
Like he knew you from RawXchange or something?
He was like, "Hey, what's up?" No, he knows me outside of that, but it was one of those niggas that I, curve a little bit. So
alright.
it's like, "Hey, hi, how are you?" Bye. So
I'm with my bitches.
he seen me and then he was like, "Yo, where you at?" Blah, blah, blah. Bro, that shit got into like the whole like, "Yo, just pull over. I just want to eat it." And I'm like,
Whoa,
yo,
whoa.
fam, like,
Wait, you got in the car with this nigga?
no. He's telling
her, just pull over.
to pull over so
Oh.
he can meet with me because that's all he wants to do. I'm in the car by myself. Don't do that. So
Saying shit.
Meet me on
Waste time
75th.
perception.
I gotta stop putting that out there because it's starting to come back and it's kind of scary, really, because like not everybody can eat the pussy. But so yeah, that happened.
You ever get, how long ago was that with the dude down in Miami that for his birthday? How long ago was that?
Oh, I was 25, so that was what 7 years ago, 8
So
years ago.
after that, did like every time somebody ate your pussy real well, you're like got kind of nervous if they had a small dick?
You know what?
You might have been like terrorized.
If not, they will now.
You know what? Hell no. You know why? Because
She started grabbing the dick before they go into the hotel.
Hey, come
No.
Yo, nigga, you imagine if you have to grab and you rubbing that shit.
Spread your legs, nigga.
I felt like God couldn't do me dirty two times in
shit.
life like that. So no, I felt like that was my one and done. I got it out the way. It can't happen again.
God.
No, I don't even put that kind of shit in the universe.
Bro, I could only imagine, bro.
Like the giant clit I talked about on that one episode.
Oh my God.
That nigga can't even say just the tip. He just said just the pubes. That's all the fuck.
Shit is the tip.
Yo, on Sunday, my wife spent the night with me or whatever. So on Sunday, we went to Sunday Fun Day. Yo, shots be so ridiculously packed.
On Sundays.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I remember when they first opened, you know how you get like that small crowd, and it's crazy to see, like, in such a small amount of time, how crazy packed it gets in there. Like, I was in there for a minute, and it was me. The girls came out. Naija, Dee was there. Jess was there.
Yo,
Vanessa.
on that promo tour, huh?
Gina.
I see y'all.
We got a podcast.
We gotta go out there and promote the Raw Exchange for the people. After that, we went to Vintage and shout out to Rye for hooking it up with the champagne, the hookah. It was a very fun Sunday Fun Day. I was fucked up on Monday, but I guess that's what
That's
Sunday
when you
Fun
said you're
Day is
never going
for.
to drink again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Sunday, so it was a holiday, so everybody was probably out getting
But I had to
fucked up.
work on Monday, so I was at work sick. I was like, man, this was not a good idea. And I don't know why I do this. Like, you would think that by now I'm old enough to know, like, all right, stop here.
Never gonna learn.
No. It just
Especially when you like to ride the wave.
Man. Speaking of riding waves, I'm playing.
Well,
then. Yo, before we get into a little bit more of this episode, we want to make sure that we shout out a few people, things here or there. I want to shout out our website, RawXchange.net. You can catch us. All our episodes are on there. We also have merchandise on there. You can email us on there, send us some information if you want us to talk about something, anything to that fact. I also want to shout out our listeners as well. Man, Ireland, I can't even front, man. Y'all rocking with RX heavy.
That's
like,
awesome.
We appreciate the love, man. All them downloads that we see coming from Ireland, man, we just appreciate the love, man. So hit us up on the website. Again, that's rawexchange.net, and shoot us a hello or give us some information about yourself, and let's chop it up.
word, and make sure you check us out on all of our social media. That's YouTube, IG, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. It's RawXchange. So make sure you check us out there. Make sure you subscribe, like Trev said, on the website, and follow all of our madness, and also join our Facebook group as well.
Oh my God, that's crazy. The Facebook group,
What about it?
the swingers couple.
Oh yeah, that shit was
Do
weird.
you see another thing I have
Hold
to
up.
stop putting out
Again?
into?
Nah, just the one time.
Just that one time.
I gotta stop putting that into the universe because it's starting to come back. That's what I'm saying. Like,
We
I
need
gotta
some
cut it.
raw encounters again, my G.
You're down for some raw. I'm not.
They just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna throw the whole titty out there." Like, what? Come on, nigga.
Oh my God. Well, shout out to Novelty
One time.
Yeah, word.
for allowing us to be here with all our fucking shenanigans.
For real.
And shout out to Lemmy and Lex. Bullet. You heard? You feel me, cameraman, audio man.
Always holding us down.
Always holding us down.
And
Pulling
making
up
it
with our
sound-
shenanigans.
So, Eminem just put some flavor in our ear, huh?
Yes.
Word.
Kamikaze. Who pissed him off?
Looks like a lot of people.
Yeah, right.
I was like, first of all, where did this album come from? Like, this surprise album. And then I'm like, all right, let me listen to this shit. And I'm just like, I'm listening to it, and the one track in particular that stuck out to me, I mean, outside of the obvious one, Kamikaze, but Lucky You, where he's imitating Drake's flow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck did Drake do to this nigga? Like, he's an innocent bystander in all of this, and he's just catching this fucking...
Yo, Drake even
Yo.
brought him on one tour, like, just like to open up, like, one time for a few tracks. And I'm like, yeah, that's what Drake do to you, nigga?
Yo, he bodied Drake. There was just bodies everywhere. He bodied Drake. He dissed Joe Budden. He got
I
tired
think Joe
of
Budden was
Creator.
probably the worst.
He hasn't had a hit since he's...
Somebody
back,
tell
bitches.
Joe
Yo.
Budden before I snap, he better fasten it or I'll have his body bag zipped. the closest thing he's had to hits is smacking bitches.
Yo, leave my twin
You
alone.
know,
You heard?
Damn, bro.
this is the thing. Everybody likes to sleep on Joe Budden, and I'm mad. Like,
Yeah,
listen, he caught.
I think the only person that could come back really with some bars would be Joe. But he's put it up, man.
I don't even think he should respond.
Oh, he's not going to, I don't think.
Stick
I
with your
don't know.
podcast, bro. We love it.
No,
Yeah,
he's
probably
gonna
just
stick
gonna
to
talk
Well,
shit.
I think Machine Gun Kelly done killed it for everybody.
Yeah.
You don't think so? What?
don't like
Nah,
it?
come on.
Come
nah,
on, that
nah,
nigga
nah,
bodied him.
He ripped him to pieces. Get outta
Okay,
here.
I was going back to Joe Budden. Joe Budden got hits. He's not just a one-hit wonder, and I'm mad that they always be doing him like that. But he got some joints
But I
in
think
the tuck.
that's probably coming from their deal, right? With Slaughterhouse. I'm
Right.
assuming is where that's coming from.
And even with that, like, I mean, it's fucked up. Like, the whole way that the situation played out is fucked up. But, I mean, Joe Budden is a worthy contender, though, of Eminem. I'll say that. The fact, like I said, he bodied Drake just by taking his flow and then, like, just completely fucking it up. Tyler, the Creator, I don't even know what Tyler, the Creator did to be called a faggot.
I didn't even know he was still.
Well, Tyler
relevant
Creator
like
called himself that on something.
I just don't understand. I mean,
I don't
Donald
get it.
Trump, we already know that nigga been this Donald Trump in the cypher. You got academics, is like, all right.
Shigademics.
You know, you got Charlemagne. I don't even know what the fuck that was about.
What did Charlemagne do?
Well, it was just his opinion on that he didn't like that album.
Oh.
Nobody did.
Yeah, for sure. But obviously, Charlemagne is a personality, and his voice means something. So
Yeah, he felt some type of way. Then he did, what was the song that he imitated the Migos flow? He got them the fuck up out of here.
Yep.
And then here's the thing. So then we get to Machine Gun Kelly.
Nigga. Cracker.
This, yo,
Yeah.
don't get it. Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that that his diss track is whack, because it's far from it. Like, I listened to that shit and I was like, Jesus Christ, like, why is this happening?
The squishy, ugly face the whole time when I was listening to it. Like you had to, like you was constipated, like,
Why are you so mad?
oh my God, that shit was nasty. Like, yo, Machine Gun,
Flame.
I
This-
think go
fire,
ahead.
fuego.
This is my thing, though. Eminem, the only reason why they even have this feud going on was because Machine Gun Kelly stepped out his face and said something about his daughter. And his daughter was underage at the time.
Violation.
So that's really where this beef is all underlying from. So when I look at it like that, it's more like, my nigga, like, you violated and mentioned, you know what I'm saying, this guy's daughter, let it go. He gave him, what, 8 bars, if that? Like, it was something light. The guy replies with a whole diss track. So, of course, it's going to look like, oh,
Well, you know
he
he's
won.
gonna try and represent for the culture.
Here, hold on, hold on.
He even
Let's-
said it. He
hold on, hold on,
represented
hold on.
for the
Let's
culture.
replay this. The reason I wouldn't even say he won, but the reason he's already a step above is because nobody comes at M.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a rule.
Nobody. I'll wait. Like, who's the last person that went after Eminem? And it's probably 8 Mile Days on freestyle.
And that's in the movie.
In a minute.
Who? Oh, okay.
Who?
But that has been a while since that has happened. I mean, I can't think of anyone in particular more recently, but at the same time, Eminem hasn't been in the music business, and he hasn't been relevant like that. So it's not going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that that's a fair argument. But what I will say is, if I know Eminem like I feel like I do as a fan, he's gonna teach him why he's still the master.
Oh, I'm sure he
So
is.
this is gonna be as like, all right, he gonna have his little moment. But if I know Eminem like I feel like I do as the monster that he is, he's coming for that ass.
So-
and that is what I'm waiting for.
So we all know Eminem is a lyrical genius, and we look at this album, right? But to me, is this album an album you're gonna bump in
No.
your car, or is it just, oh shit, thanks for this ammunition? Oh, that shit was fire. And we all know how fast music dies out. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised by next week. Everybody's like, oh, thanks, Em. Like,
Yeah.
But I was gonna
I
say
can see
that.
it.
That's
At
a
the-
like what you gotta say video. I mean, album. I feel like.
That
didn't like
album, I feel like he was just out there trying to prove something. And I think that regardless of whether it's going to get played a month from now, music nowadays is fucking disposable as hell.
I'm still rocking that Travis Scott.
Word.
That
Yeah,
shit's
but, like,
fire.
Scorpion is still getting played.
I'm just saying,
It's
when
just
you
a
come out with,
different
I get it. I
type
think
of
everything,
music.
it just, something comes out, you listen to it, boom. But and I think that's what makes, artists and, well, just artists in general, that's what makes them great. Can you, and especially in this day and age, can you have an album that you still want to rock? You know, can you rock X amount of weeks, etc.?
And it's mostly the albums that people could relate to or feel or connect with. You know, like I'm sure people could relate to the Travis Scott.
He's a young guy talking about being on psychedelics and shit like that, and his music and his wave and everything is just different. Versus Eminem is like you have to
stop trying to play God. There's a couple of albums.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
It's a different. I don't know. I don't
think the vibe's fresh.
Like his vibes, the music, and like if you really listen to what he say, yeah, he'll say stuff about like popping Zans or whatever the case is, or being on psychedelics, but he's actually saying some shit.
It's like a masterpiece, man, because everything sounds good. You know, I hate when you listen to an album and the beats are fucking fire, but the music are the lyrics are
just
trash.
Basic.
Or vice versa. The lyrics are dope, but the beats like, ooh, you could have put a little bit more on this. You know what I mean? And that's one of the albums I thought was cool. But what Eminem did on this, I think was dope. I think how you were saying he was taking everybody's flows, that was cool as well. You know what I mean? Putting that spin on it. I think that was, you know, I'll give him respect for that. But I'd like to see who else comes out, because I wonder if, because what MGK, or I'm sorry, I'm skipping here, but, or yeah, it is MGK, or Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm sorry.
I want to see if anybody else thinks they got balls to go back.
I don't think so.
I think that motherfucker just squashed that whole album with that diss track. I just feel like it. Like, I don't know. I don't think it was all that Eminem shit.
I will tell you something else.
He hasn't came out, like his first album, maybe his second album. That's like anything after that I haven't really listened to, except for like
Eminem?
Rap God. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Otherwise than that, it's just like,
Well,
I can't relate to like raping my mom.
There are
like all them other shits that you were talking about.
Oh my God.
This guy.
He's a weirdo with his lyrics, but he's still a genius at the end of the day.
For sure. Bun B and Currency also dropped. I will say, man, Bun B brought me back to like high school. Like, Lil Jon, the East Side Boys, 8-Ball, MJG, shit like that. Like, I was a fan of that. I think that album was fire. I mean, I want to give it a little bit more because I kind of rushed it just so I had some content for today. But that's initially when I heard that, that's what I thought. I thought of like the old school, like back in high school, like 2000 to 2004, like that flow. I mean, I don't know, man. Bun B to me is a legend already, man. So I mean, for down south music. So
Word.
I was. Did you listen to that, Posh?
I had no time this weekend. I know.
I really didn't listen to it either.
And that Currency is Smoke a Blunt and Relax music. But I'm a Currency fan also, so.
I like Currency. I like Bun B. I just got caught up with the whole back and forth between Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly, and the fact that, he also did he was in the Funk Flex show as well, and he did that freestyle, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, okay.
He was also on that, so I was just catching up with that. And this is not even on the notes, but who ended up watching the whole Kanye West thing? Because that was another thing that caught my attention.
I caught it.
The Kanye West interview, being back in Chicago. I told you guys don't give up on Ye, and I was not. I lived for that interview, just for him to be able to break down and explain himself, and how he even talks about mental health issues and having the right kind of people around you, like your circle. Like people really underestimate the power that there is in the people that you keep around you, my nigga. Like that shit will make or fucking break you. Mm-hmm. And as he got bigger and certain people that he was coming up with kind of, stepped off a little bit, and he got surrounded with a whole new set of people. Yeah. Like he said, these niggas didn't give a fuck about me. They're looking at me like, yo, this nigga's producing money. This nigga's making us money. We don't give a fuck if we run him to the ground as long as we get ours. And you lead that up to the breakthrough of Kanye West and him now snapping back and looking back at his actions and being able to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
And to say, I'm going to make this right. And I'm going to be here for the people of Chicago and I loved it. I fucking loved it. So that's where most of my attention was, honestly. I didn't get a chance to listen to the albums, but I'll be more than happy to do that throughout the week and come back with something for you guys.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, I agree that Kanye, that was a good interview. I think he's getting back to basics, which is dope, because if we can get some old school Kanye with some new school Kanye, I think we'll see it in what's his name's album, because he was doing beats for
Chance.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper. So
he dropped a new song called Ecstasy. Y'all heard it?
Yes.
It's fire. Yeah.
About time, dog. I'm tired of some of that bullshit he's been playing lately.
I just, man, If you listen to it though, it's like on some real, like he says that shit, like, oh, I wrote this song when I was on ecstasy and talking about like Kim and her sisters in like a sexual way. It was like, what
wild.
the fuck
like
really be
Kanye
going
was on the
on
track?
in that house?
Yeah.
Oh wow. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I could only imagine.
Nigga, my sister.
California, my nigga, you imagine what's
Hey.
going on in that bitch? Well, you already know Kanye's into some crazy shit as it is.
My sister, Kim K don't have enough sense to be like, nah, my sister, my nigga,
Yo,
like
Future said
anybody
it,
but
I don't
them.
give a fuck if they were real sisters. Shit.
Bro, the cover of that freaking song is
Yeah.
a picture of all four of them.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
shit.
But it's a
some
Chance the
real-
Rapper track.
No,
Oh, it's a Kanye.
It's a
Oh.
Kanye. Right
He just
after
dropped
his.
it?
Right after his interview, he dropped it. Yeah, that's what I'm
Damn,
saying.
I'm
Like, I
missing
was like,
out.
what the fuck is really
He
going
said,
on this week?
You got sick thoughts, I got more of them. You got a sister-in-law, you would smash, I got 4 of them.
My nigga.
Yo, boy.
Bro,
Oh.
I was
Yo, y'all act like y'all don't be
nigga.
having no crazy ass thoughts. Get the fuck
Nigga.
out of here, my nigga.
who's y'all? You keep.
Hey.
I'm gonna smash somebody's brother, or somebody's gonna smash one of my sisters.
I don't know about your sisters, but I mean, anyways, I'll let that one.
You know what?
Let's change
Y'all niggas
subject.
Nasty.
Same subject.
So for some of us, I know Pasha's rocking her fucking NY jersey, but college football was back this week.
yes.
I wish I was a little more excited, but my nose got fucking annihilated yesterday, so I have no love right now.
Damn.
Bro, I don't, and I'm gonna just talk, real quick. I know we're gonna talk about some predictions shortly, but
I brought a
so
real team for you.
biggest,
There you go.
nigga, if you don't get that shit off this table, bro. But so we had FSU take a horrible loss, UM take a loss, and then Washington obviously lost to a decent team, Auburn. But
Florida won.
Oh,
Florida won, though.
yo, can somebody? I got my lighter
You
with
got
me.
that?
Oh
You got
shit,
that?
hold
no.
on,
Trevor's about to
Just making sure. You got that. All right. I'm going to leave that there for the rest of the show.
bro. Who'd
Oh
you
my
beat,
God.
dog? Who'd you beat? Who'd
we
you
beat
beat?
who we were supposed to beat.
Rank 75.
We beat
we
who,
suck dick.
What are you ranked?
Damn.
I don't know yet. I'm like 28, I think. They don't show those numbers.
Well then.
But you know what I did? I did see Bama this weekend. I went to Bama and it was Louisville. Bro, to see them in person, bro. That QB, what's his name?
Tua.
That nigga
Tua.
is. Yo, they brought. Is it Burns? Is it Burns the other one?
Hurts.
Bro, they brought Hurts in and he looked hurt, nigga. Like they brought that nigga in and he was like
The irony.
3 and out.
Really?
And homeboy came back. I'm like, it was just day and night. Like, and I don't even know why he's saying he wants to run both of them unless you're playing a tougher D. But
Maybe
Bama
Wildcat.
looks stacked, bro, and it makes me mad because Florida State looks like trash, bro. But Bama's, you got to give it to them, bro. It's gonna be, if you're gonna make predictions, bro, you gotta at least say they're gonna be in there because I don't see nobody taking them
As
off
long as
right
Nick
now.
Saban's at the helm, they'll always be in there.
Bro, they stacked, bro. They look. I'm
Yeah.
talking about. They look like. I mean, it was
Is
a
that
slow
Roll
game,
Tide?
anyways. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Roll Tide.
You know that Regents put that bullshit on my fucking check card and I didn't ask for that shit? And I was like, what is this? And apparently that's where their headquarters is at, and that's how I know.
Wow.
Anyway,
So
Disrespectful.
you Roll Tide, huh?
I guess so.
That's what's up. Anything catch your eye? It's probably gonna be a me and you conversation, M. Jason.
What caught my mind is Texas losing
Texas.
to Maryland. I don't know if anybody had heard. Maryland lost a football player this offseason. He died after a workout. And they suspended their head coach for indefinitely, I think, until the investigation's done. So they were supposed to get smashed by Texas.
Pop a vein or some shit.
He died, dog. Just they were saying he
yeah.
overworked. That's all.
Yeah. So everybody expected Maryland to lose by at least like 30. And Maryland beat Texas, ranked team, by convincingly too. I think it was like 33-17 or something like that. Crazy.
For all my FSU fans out there, bro, we gotta get this shit together. That coach ain't gonna be here long. I can tell you that right now.
The only thing
That
that
screen shit had
concerns
me
me about
pissed
that
off. I don't want
is-
to be here because I know we got a lot of lady fans, so I'm not trying to stick on football.
Only thing that concerns me about that is that your head coach is black, so he's already on a short leash, and to come out and coach a game, call a game like that, he's already. If he loses 2 more games, he may be out. Bye bye. It's just sad. Anyways,
In other news, On the Run 2 concert this past week, Wednesday, here in Orlando.
did it rain?
No, not at all, bro. It rained on the way there, like when I was being.
I feel like everybody in Orlando was there,
Bro,
except for me.
If you're
I
at
watched
home, you
that
didn't miss shit.
through my IG.
Right.
Everybody was streaming.
that's
I
all
saw
I
the
seen.
different angles. I
yeah.
seen all the songs.
Somebody
seen it
was
all.
on stage with her. I'm like, who the fuck is on stage?
You didn't see those people that were in nosebleeds though. You see that shit.
I seen that they brought out Trayvon Martin's mom.
Oh, really?
She was there.
Yes, she was there.
Yo, they even gave out
A
$100,000 during
scholarship.
for a
That's
kid
awesome.
for a Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
But this is what I'm gonna say, man. I'm not gonna say that I don't like Beyonce. I'm not gonna say anything bad.
There
like,
you go.
she's
You're about
just-
to say some bullshit.
about
Go
to
ahead
say
with it.
beehive.
No, I'm just what I'm saying is just I like her. You know, she's all right. You know, I mean, I'm not beehive or any crazy shit like that. But bro, I gotta give that motherfucker straight up respect, bro. She is a beast. Like all the shit she does during the concert, the dancing, the singing, like nigga, she's singing that shit like she's in the fucking booth. Like
Really?
ain't missing a beat, ain't a step. And goddamn, she is beautiful, bro. Nigga.
But what makes
Nigga.
you what's the difference between seeing her now in person
I don't
versus
know, dog.
like
Them eyes, nigga.
No,
I just looked like she was looking at me.
because it's like
bro.
she I feel like
You feel
she's
that
so
way, Rich?
real
Like, yo, them eyes, dog. Oh, God,
Trev's like, what song we on?
nigga. and that's another thing, bro. They were on for like, I know I left like 2 or 3 tracks left, but bro, they were on for like almost 2.5 hours.
And a
Bro,
lot of people
they
don't do
put it
that.
in.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jay-Z's afro though, bro. What's
You need
going
to get
on
rid of
with
that,
that,
dog.
dog? That little chia puff you got going on.
Chia.
Yo, here's my thing too, and I know they probably made money off this
billionaire
bullshit,
Chia.
but like, there's a segment there where it's like her going through her hurt phase because of what Jay-Z did, dog, and like, you know, all the girls going
Oh,
crazy.
so it was
and
a
shit.
story.
Nigga.
Wow.
Yo, shit had me like, Jay, how you gonna be able to come out? Oh yeah, you making bank, you good, you be all right, and that's your bitch. So you're happy.
They laugh on the way
Man,
to the
listen.
bank.
Did you see that Buddy Dyer also gave him an award
To who? Jay-Z?
to Jay-Z?
Nah, I missed that.
You see, y'all niggas was doing the fucking concert all wrong. Yeah,
The way my IG is set up.
there was a lot of shit going on in that concert. Like that happened with I forget what kind of award it was, but he did give. Oh, he named it officially like Bay and Hove Day. That's what the fuck it was.
okay.
And
Approximation.
so he did that. He had Trayvon Martin's mom there and his
was,
sibling, I believe. And then the concert. I mean, the concert looked great. I haven't seen Beyonce in concert, but I have seen Jay. And man,
This is how good
I
she
could
was.
only
I'm like, Jay,
imagine.
get the fuck off the fucking stage, dog. Like, let's just see Beyonce, bro. Like,
Really?
I'm far from like on a pussy
Beehive?
like that, bro. Like, she did her thing, bro. I got a lot of
Yeah,
respect
you kind
for
of
her.
was
like,
excited when you was explaining it to me.
nigga. Shut your ass up, nigga.
He kind of jumped up
What
and down
your
and did
wearing
this
your
little
shirt
happy
2
clap
days in a
thing.
row ass, nigga.
That
Shut
old
that shit
wrinkle
up, dog.
ass
I don't wanna
shirt.
hear that.
Oh, y'all want
Fucking
man.
to
stretch marks
start?
on that bitch like it had a baby. Relax,
oh my
my nigga.
God.
You Gucci?
Ian's dryer had electrical problems.
That nigga had an air dry and had no power to fucking. At least you could have fucking put some steam on that bitch.
Yo, maybe if he would have steamed it, the
supposed to be
fucking
like
ink
this.
would have came back together again.
Man, it's supposed to be like this.
It's
Ian's
a vintage
coal-fired
shirt. That's
dryer.
right. I forget.
Don't worry about all that.
Yo, so NFL starts this week. I know we're all excited. Everybody got their squad. I got my Vikings. You got your Giants.
My Giants.
Got my
He's got
Bucks.
his Bucks.
Yo, Odell's contract.
Is fire.
Yeah, he got paid.
Nike just giving. Oh no, that's not Nike. That's his team. Sorry. I was fucked up. Let me go back in my huddle real quick. But anyways, what I want to say real quick is Raw Fantasy League first week, baby. You know, we got matchups. Looks like I'm taking on MJ this week, so that's
Oh,
a quick
word.
wash. Can get his ass
Fuck you,
tashed
nigga.
real quick.
Oh shit.
They
We'll
got
see-
they
we'll
got
see
me
on Monday.
projected to win, so we're gonna take that W.
We'll see on Monday.
We got Harold versus King Cash, and it looks like King Cash is slated to murder Harold. First Class in Session versus Ryan, Wondrous team. You guys need to really fucking change your team names. It's just bullshit. Ryan looks to have this one by a landslide, so it looks like Class is going to be in session for you,
I'm
Class.
gonna change my name to Ian's dryer.
Yo, this is a funny name. You give me a chub. Versus One Man Wolf Pack, and Chubb has that off.
That's hilarious.
We have Marcus B's Fine Team. Can you change your name?
What,
bruh?
nigga?
Polo's tucked in. Change your name to that. Versus Legacy King Caps. Looks like MB has the lead on that one, but we'll see how that plays out. And then we got Krispy Kreme versus the Interceptions, and that is looks like who's gonna win. And I'm gonna dub that one game of the week because it was the closest.
Damn. Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. So is that you give me a chub? Did they change the name for your team?
I have. You
Well,
better
they-
ask my brother. I
don't
have no idea.
because they might have changed the name. I was
I
looking
hope
for I'm
that
good
he
love and
didn't-
buy or I'm good
I'm
love
good,
and joy.
love, and joy.
Mr. Miami.
Oh God.
So I know we're all ready to catch up 2 weeks since we haven't met each other, but we got Power 2 weeks in. We got season finale this week.
Oh, man.
By the time this drops, this shit's going to be live. Thoughts? Let's go, Posh. I know you want to get yours off.
Man, I'm mad that they killed Kanan. They didn't have to do that nigga like that, dog. Like,
Hey, at least
I'm
he
really
went out like a
fucking mad.
gangster, though, right?
Oh, so he died for real.
Nah, he really did.
You ain't watch
they
it yet?
offed him.
Bro, I don't watch Power.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I forgot. Can you take that shit down, bro?
No, bro, is
It's
it
just
bothering
horrible.
you?
Yeah, it is.
Bro, like, yes, they finally killed that. I mean, personally, why I think that they did it is because I'm thinking with his schedule, like, just
He's
personally,
supposed to be
50
coming
Cent.
back and being a producer or a director for the show.
I feel like with his schedule, and I also think that with other things that he has going on, like working, he's trying to do that whole BMF series as well. Like, I'm thinking maybe that was the reason why they had to kill him off like that. But I feel like,
But he didn't really have nothing to do. Like, if you think about...
Fam, he was about to take over Tommy shit.
But guess who's gonna take over now?
He was teaching Tariq shit. Like, he was doing shit. He was getting busy. I think I had spoken with the Italians.
Reach
like,
that nigga now.
Yo...
So-
if ever there was a time that he had to go, is now. I'm sick of him.
If Kanan's dead, who's gonna be Ghost's arch nemesis now?
You see what I'm saying?
So you really got to catch up, dog. Because there was a spot in this last episode where he was telling his dad he wants to learn the game and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was
So,
like,
but
I
his
will
dad's like,
kill
yeah.
you.
He's like, his
before
dad
I
said, I'll
teach
kill you before I teach you the game.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, that, oh God. I was.
Here's my issue with Power. And once again, just like I spoke about in the beginning before we even got started, you waited for, what episode is this last one? Is it 8 or 9? Which one's the season finale? Is it 9?
No.
Whatever. The last
This
two
one is
episodes
9.
have been the whole season. Like, those are clutch episodes. And then now we're hella geeked for this last episode. But I don't know. I guess you're going to call it building it up, huh?
I was gonna say that, nigga. Like, what the fuck? You don't ever go to a movie and you don't be like, yo, show me the highlights of
Yeah,
this
but come on,
motherfucker in
you
20
got-
minutes
yo,
and
we
then
gotta
I'm
watch-
out and boom, I watched the movie, right? No, it's a storytelling. You have to build the scenes up. You got to build the characters up. You got to build different scenarios up. So when you get to those moments where shit is like going, you know what I'm saying? Everything is hitting the fans. You understand why, because it was this piece and this piece and this happened and oh shit, that's right. This from this. Like, you have to story tell. If not, the fuck? Just watching highlights of the shit? That's not even a fucking series.
All right. I mean, I get where you're coming from. I've seen it happen on both. So, I'll talk about like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones used to be heavy into building, the story up, but the last year was straight to the point, and everybody
They
loved
just
it.
got 2 more seasons, bro. How much more to the point? Who else you want to see go? If who else they're gonna kill?
Well, here's the thing,
Everybody
right?
gotta die.
Start on the first episode.
Then game
First episode should be clutch. Then I can give you 2 fillers. Come back with a nice, decent episode. You got 2 more fillers, and then you bring the end in with like they're doing now.
Episode 5, they had Kendrick Lamar playing a fucking crackhead.
but
you
they
got
needed
50
that.
Cent.
They needed that.
Fucking shooting up niggas and taking out the fucking Tainos. Like, what are you? What? Yo, stop talking to me. This is why me and you can never have this conversation. Because no,
I will say though, the ending of the last episode with how they caught Angie was pretty fire. I'll give you that.
she ain't flipping.
Oh, she ain't flipping at all, bro.
But
Not at
that
all.
shit was crazy as fuck where she
Yeah.
thought she was going to be in the clear.
Yep.
And I'm mad at her for that bullshit because she already knew who dude was. Why did you have to ask him? That was the
Yeah.
only thing that linked you back.
Yeah.
Had she just gotten the information, passed it along, the
Yeah,
nigga
but
would
they
have
need
gotten
that for the
murked.
show, so.
They would have been, boom, no problem. No, the bitch want to go asking fucking questions like you don't already know the answers.
Yo,
to,
you the
fucking
motherfucker
Spanish
watching the TV.
bitch.
Bitch, what are you doing?
I am that bitch. I pause it. I take a smoke break. You know what I'm saying?
You
I
stressing me,
process the
bitch?
Yes. I be
Yo,
stressed
damn
the
Puerto
fuck
Rican
out.
ass.
I be stressed the fuck out. Take a smoke break. Think about what happened. Rewind it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, all right, boom. I'm ready for the next little segment of this. It takes me like 2 hours to watch Power because I really do be stopping and analyzing the
Rewind.
shit.
Posh is
then-
on her 25th
All you gotta
remote.
do is
So
watch
why
the
did he?
little
So
30
why didn't
seconds
he kill
at the
Tariq?
end.
You think is it Tariq?
No, he didn't die.
He didn't.
I'm saying like, why didn't he get killed? Like, why
That shit
didn't
pissed
Kanan
me
kill him?
off because, like I said, if ever there was a time to see him go, it was right then. I was like, you fucking traitor, you little piece of shit kid.
But behind
I've been
it,
defending
why
you
do
this
you
whole
think he
time.
left him alive though?
You know why?
Like, nobody
I don't
really-
think he was counting on dying. So I think that he left him alive on some like, I'm coming back for your ass. Like, that's what I think happened. And then the nigga just ain't make it.
Cause I don't know. I, still
I was
don't get
like,
it.
damn, not like
Nah,
this.
supposedly
man.
they're building the roll up for Reek to be the man. So what they're doing is they're offing all these loose ends, like the cartel, which may come back after chick goes to jail, whatever the case may be.
That's bad. That's real fucking
Homeboy,
bad.
dad's dad, or what do you call it? Dad, or Tommy's dad.
Yo, they
he's the
killed
baddest motherfucker on the show, though. You can't even front, bro. He's killed 2 people close to him.
Yeah.
Tommy is the fucking gangster.
I felt so bad too. I was like, damn, it's gonna go down like that. And then Connie already knows what it is. So she knows when he doesn't come back, it's because he's gone.
She already knew that, though. You could tell she already knew what was up. That's why he had to come clean.
Yo, and then Aretha Franklin's funeral that lasted 24 hours. That shit was fucking crazy.
Wait, what?
24 hours?
Well, it wasn't 24 hours, but that shit was like a whole shift. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, the body was decomposing in the church. What the fuck?
Heard, I don't know if this is
pink Cadillacs, was it?
I don't know if this is true, but I heard, God forgive me, because if this is not true, then it's really fucked up. But I heard that they did even like a wardrobe change for her.
What?
Yes, I know.
Yo, that's too much.
Who the fuck picked her up out of the fucking casket?
That's what I said. I was like, that's kind of like freaky, if you ask me. And then
Wardrobe change because he was freaky.
Bill Clinton up there looking happy as shit.
Oh, because of Ariana Grande? I saw
Ariana Grande getting her fucking boob grabbed on.
What boob? She ain't got no boobs.
Her nipple. Whatever you wanted to be.
Calm down,
that nigga
young
was no
man.
close to her nipples, man.
Yo,
Clinton still get pussy.
It was right
fuck nobody
on
here.
the daily.
That's
I'll
where
tell
he
you,
grabbed
America.
her. It was right fucking here.
You wanna be my assistant?
This is titty. Okay, she may not have a lot of it, but in this area in general is titty.
Can you do that again?
And that's how
Right?
Can you do that for the camera?
I didn't
again?
hear what the
Right
fuck she just
here.
said.
It's
Look
titty.
at that titty.
Yeah, Pastor couldn't get away with that. He couldn't grow the whole titty with that.
Nah, like he did that. Like, I don't care.
Her whole chest cavity caved in though.
She looked uncomfortable. That was the problem. She was looking like trying to get away, and then he did like the uncomfortable hug, and she's like, "Oh God, help me!" It was bad.
Wow.
Damn.
No, I didn't know it was 24 hours. Fuck.
I mean, it was. I was exaggerating, but it was a really, really, really long funeral. Like, it really was.
So on to our main topic then. We have gender roles and role reversals. Brought to you by my lovely wife, Nina James. So
It's like we're about to read some Bible verses.
I know, right?
Before we do that, can we cover one more thing?
What's that?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, yeah.
Just one
Where
more
would we
thing and
be
then-
with not talking about Colin Cake?
Like, Nike's been paying him all along, but the fact that they stepped up.
Did they come out and say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Well, he had a contract when he was in the NFL.
Right.
So they just deaded it, paid him on the side. Like, they just were quiet about the situation.
Right, I was gonna say they kind of just were quiet about it. The fact that they came out and they made him the fucking face of their anniversary campaign, their 30th anniversary campaign, like that shit was fucking clutch.
Well, and you know what's funny is it's funny how it played out. Like, once he got that ruling with the judge going, nah, that ain't gonna work, Nike was like, all right, we ready to ride now because you ain't got we ain't fucking shit up. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go with that.
Shout out to all the white people that's looking to get rid of their Nike shit. I am ready to purchase or just accept. So you can inbox me at RawXchange.
Yo, let me see somebody with some
whatever.
cut off Nike socks, my nigga, and we gonna fight, dog.
Squaring up on
Nigga,
site.
go buy some new socks. What the fuck you cutting them off with? Like, if we catch you
Stupid.
walking around, oh, these were Nikes, but I don't believe they're choices in life.
Not even that. If you feel so adamant about Colin Kaepernick and what he's standing for, and you feel so powerful and so strongly about your veterans, donate that shit to the homeless veterans. Do
And
that.
on top of this, like, this is the shit that people don't understand. Like, we live in a world where everything is like, it's like it could go viral. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing. Like, all this attention that it's getting, they've already made $43 million in buzz for Nike in less than 24 hours.
Damn.
In less than 24 hours of this announcement, $43 fucking million.
Nike said, go kick rocks, dog. We about that bread.
Yo, Nike was like, fuck you. Like, we still got paid.
Oh, and my Nike stock went up. Hell yeah.
You see?
Yep.
That's good news.
Bet.
So this, so now we can move on. But I just
him
wanted
holding
to
it down,
throw
man.
that
I
in
mean,
there.
yo, did y'all see the Adidas ad that matched it?
Don't
the Kanye.
no.
Slavery is a choice, apparently.
No, don't do
That shit
him
had
like
me
that.
rolling, dog.
Wow.
They said we don't
Sorry,
give a fuck
yeah.
about you going to Chicago thinking you saying sorry, nigga. We remember what you said.
Sorry, yeah.
Tito.
All right, MJ, get to this. This is like a main topic / question of the day, Facebook question.
Yeah,
of
it
the
is.
day.
Yeah, it is.
So, thoughts of men and women. Women want to be chased nowadays, apparently. And, well, they've always wanted to be chased. don't you think?
Right.
And then men ain't chasing women no more, which I think is true. I can't speak on that, so Trev can't either. So Ian, you chasing bitches or no?
I've chased one before. I mean, niggas going
One?
huh?
Nigga.
Yeah.
Chased.
Nigga.
Like, I mean, so like recently, like, yeah,
Your dick's on Facebook.
that's not chasing.
That's fishing.
That's a good one. I like that one. And you, can you stop bringing up my dick on Facebook? Like,
Yo.
damn, boy.
Yo,
I don't want
we
to
were at
bring
my
up.
house
I don't want to
yesterday.
bring up your dick to mouth moment.
yo, we
Pause.
were at my dad's house yesterday, and we all like jumped in the lake and was swimming. And Ian brought up this time that my dad, or he was on the tube. This nigga gonna bring a story about how he fell off the tube and worried some shit was gonna eat it.
Yo, for real, yo.
Yo, bro.
Yo, listen, niggas never been in the lake before. That
My
was my
dad
first
tried his
time being
ass.
in the lake.
Ain't nothing want that worm, nigga.
Wow.
Shit.
So, as far as gender roles are concerned, what gender roles are defined by the generation, by our parents and grandparents? Like, what do you think we should do, like, based on traditional gender roles as a woman?
Traditional gender roles. I mean, I come from a very traditional background. Like my lifestyle and my love life is definitely something out of the ordinary. My grandmother was, I mean, she always, this is the thing about my grandmother and my aunts, all the women in my family. Mm-hmm. They're strong in the sense of their work ethic, but they were also very much like for example, my grandfather, on my dad's side, my grandmother never worked. She wasn't allowed to work. They had 5 kids together, and her job was to be a stay-at-home mom, to look after the children. She had, maids, so she didn't really have to worry about cleaning the house or anything like that, but she was to cook. She was to do, that was very much so. She had an allowance that, he would give her, so she, had her own spending money. She, he took care of her. That was how my grandparents were. My mom, it was, well, I would say it like this. My grandparents, they were in the Dominican Republic. So that is super traditional as far as how the household is set up, the dynamic of the household. Now, as far as moving into let's say the generation of my parents, right? Now you fast forward the fact that my parents are no longer in Dominican Republic. They're now in New Jersey, right? So you're taking them outside of their element. You're moving them into a whole nother country. So now they're starting from the bottom. There is no financial cushion or financial support from the family. Now this is them figuring life out by themselves. So at that point, it was still traditional. Like when my parents got here, my mom stayed at home with me, and they had 4 girls. So I'm the oldest of 4. So my mom was not allowed to work either. My dad worked 2 jobs to make sure that my mom didn't have to work. Now, my mom, also being the type of woman that she is, my mom always had a side hustle. I always saw that in my mom, where she was my mother, I remember there was this catalog thing called Popular Club. My mom used to sell that shit. My mom sold cosmetics, Jafra. My mom used to go to Harlem and go to the Heights every weekend and buy clothes, because even the fashion is different in Jersey than it is in New York. So my mom would go there and she would bring back clothes, and then she would resell it in our town. My mom always had a way of making her own money, but, and that was her way of kind of helping my dad out, but it was still where my dad never wanted her to work. My mom got a job after all these years, after we all started going to school. Then at that point, because she has time on her hands, my dad allowed her to get a little, little secretary job or whatever, something to keep her happy. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the dynamic of the house. I mean, that's keeping it 100. So when we talk about gender roles, it was always the man was the protector and he was the provider. A woman's place was at home taking care of her family.
And I know we have a few topics here. We got the, what obviously were defined by our parents. And I'm going to talk on my behalf, but I wouldn't even really say parents for the most part. I'm going to say grandparents, because, our grandparents lived in that day and age where giving up wasn't an option. You know what I mean? They was with you no matter what. That's just how they rocked. And then our parents
death do us part for real.
Exactly.
For real.
And then, you know, like my parents, I was 7 when they divorced. If I go look at other people's, I mean, got Ian's. I mean, I know he could relate to me. You know, we didn't have that. You know, and I'm not gonna say that like, you know, my dad didn't say or show me how to treat women, but that was never around. Like my mom was there. It was my mom, and I'd see my dad on the weekends type shit. So, you know, the stuff you would see from, you know, your parents growing up, your dad going, you know, and I can't front. My stepdad's taught me to this in a way, but we didn't have that. We didn't have that. Oh man, treat a lady like this, do that, and coming from a man. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so if we look at me, for instance, it's, all right, so I was raised by my mom. I saw my dad, and my dad lived a different life, so I saw that. And then we have what we call the internet, you know. And then you gotta look at the internet, because the internet's what's evolved everybody to today, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But, you know, if I didn't have my dad there, you know, with my mom married, saying, hey, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do, blah, 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 then that really didn't pertain to me. Now, the reason it did is because my mom, which is obviously a female, she was the one to say, this is how you need to treat a lady. This is what you need to do. This is what you need. Because I don't even know if my mom didn't do that. I don't think I would know. And that's why I said when we're talking about the first few subjects here, like what are roles defined by today, and then why are they reversed? My thing would be is just because how everything's set up. I mean,
family
most
dynamic
people
has
don't
changed.
have parents that stayed together. So if they had parents to stay together, you know, they have that understanding of how you're supposed to. But if not, then the internet, your peoples, your boys, you know, what you see on TV, rap videos, whatever the case may be, you're living life through that. And now you have to learn as you go.
Right.
And that could be one of the reasons why things aren't like what they used to be. You know what I mean? Think about the movies back in the day, like Grease and all the old ass movies, you know, you're trying to court a woman, get her to come in, take her out on a nice, all right, she's yours, she holds you down. Some of the stuff Posh talked about. But you don't see that shit no more.
Yeah,
First of all,
don't do none of that shit no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, growing up, obviously my family's a little younger. So it's always been, even with my grandparents, it's always been everything's 50-50 as far as like who works, who takes care of what, yada, yada, yada. But when it comes to like things that are done in the house, like the cooking, the cleaning and stuff like that, it was always the woman of the house taking care of everything. The man kind of does like the handiwork around the house and making sure everything's straight. And of course, like the protector and things like that. Even going down to my parents, my mom every Sunday was always cleaning, doing laundry. Every night she cooked. My dad would, you know, hang out with me and my brother and shit. And then also, you know, have us do things around the house as far as like fixing shit. And we would also help our mom too when it comes to cleaning around the house and stuff like that. But as far as, you know, my dad being like, yo, like you can't do this, speaking to my mom, like, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. No, it was never the case. I mean, anything my mom wanted to do, she could do as far as like working or going out with friends, doing this, doing that, doing whatever she wanted, she could do. So I don't know, maybe the generational gap is different because I know your parents are older. Trevor's parents are a little older than my parents. So
are you guys considered American? Or like, what's your background?
Mom's Guyanese and Guyanese. Dad's black.
Dad's black.
Yeah.
Okay. So American and Caribbean.
Right.
Oh, okay. That plays in an effect as well, I believe.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Cause man, Caribbean, you already know how that goes, bro. It's
Caribbean
just,
women are.
It's just different. Like I'm not saying like most of growing up, you hear like Caribbean parents like, don't think you're like one of them American kids or the American families out there, and you're just gonna go out there and just do whatever the fuck you want to do. You feel me? I heard that a lot growing up. You know, was it true? You'd be like, dang, well, you know, at the same time, it kind of was. They was a little bit more lenient to, you know, go out and do more things. I had to put up with a lot of chatting with my mom growing up, you know? You know, but I mean, at the same time, gender does have a role. I never grew up with my father in the house. He moved to New York moved back to New York to actually, you know, make more money, because down here it was like $7 an hour and he was making like 25 at that time, you know? So it's like not having him around, and, you know, I could kind of say like I noticeably like grabbed bits and pieces of just like different things of what I thought resembled, you know, being a man, especially a black man, you know, You know, I had uncles, I had people to really talk to me, but at the same time, I had to like go through my own understanding because I was the only child, you know, and I didn't believe that my mom could actually show me how to be a man. So I kind of had a little bit rebellious.
Why is that though? Why did you feel like your mom couldn't show you how to be a man?
That's just how I felt.
Because she was a woman?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's only certain things she could like teach me about or tell me about, and then. You know how some parents like will tell you certain stuff just to protect you. Then you find out that it's like bullshit, and then you be like, "What other stuff are you telling me?" That's like, are you just saying that to?
Well, let's look at this though, Ian. Like you said, your mom raised you. Your dad wasn't around much. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you feel that played for you to be a man in the dating world or somebody trying to go after a chick? Like, do you feel that it didn't matter for you, or do you feel that you were at a disadvantage because you didn't have your dad or even anybody to, you know, that level to give you maybe somewhat of a guidance on how to handle this or handle that with, you know, the significant other?
I don't know. I mean, like, I could say like I remember being nervous when I first started talking to a girl. Like, you know, I was probably like 5. I think I bought a girl some flowers. They were like yellow.
Starting early.
Right?
This shit up.
Fucking
Yeah,
5.
no, I'm dead ass. You could ask my mom, Chuck. You feel me? But yeah,
So you was courting women at 5 is what you telling me, nigga?
Yeah.
I'm asking for you in your 20s, 18s, 19s,
You
20s.
like my crayon
this
box?
nigga's talking about, hey, I got a bitch some flowers when I was 5, dog.
well,
got
I'm
like
just
24
saying.
pack and
I mean,
the
like
sharpener.
no one taught me to do that. So it's just like
So
You've
that's
just
what I'm
been a
asking
player
you.
your whole fucking life.
Being grown, like that's what I'm saying. Like and that's what I'm saying. Like on this, when we look at this, do you think not having your parents together is a disadvantage for you being grown this day and age, 10 years back, whatever the case may be when it comes to dating somebody?
Yeah, I'm sure some things have had an effect. You know, seen and unseen. You know, when they were together and not together.
Does it make it harder for you to stay in a committed relationship knowing that, you know, your parents split?
No, because I have a lot of understanding when it comes to a lot of things. So, not really.
So who taught you, you know, how to talk to a girl?
Who taught you how to love?
I taught you how to trial and error. Like,
So you still learning then? All right.
yeah, I guess so.
I look at it like it's weird because I see where you're going with it in the sense of the disadvantage of maybe not growing up in a 2-parent household. But my take is the actual opposite of that. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage for growing up in a 2-person household with a parent, when we were both parents, with both my mom and my dad. And I say that because me dating, right? One of the things I will say is I'm such a daddy's girl. Like, my dad is like the love of my life. Like, I will never, and I know that I will never meet a man that's going to be like my dad. Like, my dad's, I tell him all the time, you know, when we talk about, you know, just failed relationships I've been in different situations, you know, I tell him, I was like, Daddy, you made it too hard. You set the bar so high. How do I find somebody like you? I can't even duplicate this shit. Like, people like my dad, I feel like really, truly are extinct. Like, it's really fucking difficult. Like, the characteristics that I see in my father.
But I think that plays into what I was just saying with Ian, because let's say, all right, you grew up in a 2-person household or 2-family household, right? So your dad showed you how to treat. And let's just say here comes along Ian that doesn't know everything. So you're going, this nigga's a bum, this nigga's not this nigga's not that, because he's not checking the bars or the check marks that you need for your dad.
But not so much. What I'm saying is, me having my dad and my dad setting this fucking standard, right? And then like my parents being together for the amount of time that they have. And my grandparents, like I said the story in another one of our episodes, how my grandfather ended up having a kid on my grandmother, and yet they're still together all these years later. Like, there were certain situations that I was in when I was younger that were abusive, but I didn't know how to leave that situation because in my head, I was like, oh, I got to stick it out. I got to stick it out. I got to stick it out. I got to make it work, because that's what I saw my grandparents do. Yeah. My father never did no fuck shit like that to my mom. Like, I can honestly say that it was a completely different, like, experience growing up in my household. Like, I remember my parents arguing maybe twice, like where my dad raises twice, and I'm 32 years old. Like, let alone, there was never like no shit when my dad put his hands on my mom, never no shit when my dad disrespected and never came home. I was going through those things, but in the back of my mind, I felt like I needed to stick it through because maybe it's because we're young and then he'll like learn. And then when we're older, he'll treat me better. And it was all bullshit. Like these niggas haven't changed, trust me. But in my head at the time, I felt like I had to make the extra effort because that's what I saw being done in my house.
For sure.
So do you feel like that's fair to hold these,
I don't know.
these men nowadays?
I've never seen that before. I just wanted to comment on that because I've never seen what you seen before, and I've stuck it out when I didn't even have to, like with some of my exes before. I would say like two exes. I would say like I stuck some shit out that I should have just left for because I did love them. So, and it didn't have nothing to do because I needed them for anything.
So then do you feel like it's fair to hold these men nowadays to the same standard as your father?
No, because I already know within myself that that's just my dad and how he is as a person and as a man and as a father and as everything else. No, the only thing I can honestly say at this point in my life through trial and error is I know what works for me in my life. There's still certain values that my dad has instilled that I feel like are important. But 2018, like there's just certain things like, nigga, look at the economy. The economy alone, you need two motherfuckers
need
working
two
and
incomes,
shit.
yeah.
You know, like things like that. You look at the fact that people, like he was saying, you know, earlier, the generations have changed. Not everybody grew up. Most people have grown up in broken homes. So I can't expect somebody to think the way my dad would because my dad grew up with both his parents too. I grew up with both my parents. So I can't hold somebody that hasn't been through that or doesn't have, you know, didn't grow up like that. I can't hold them to it. Now, I still believe that you better not fucking cheat on me. I still believe that you better not put your hands on me. You know, there's still certain values.
Common
you better
sense is
fucking
common sense
treat me
too.
right. But there's certain things like the whole, like, you know, me staying home. I'm not even built like that. Like, I love to work and I love to do certain things. So I couldn't even be somebody that could just stay at home. I'd be bored. That wouldn't even be my style. But that's just me.
So we got the one side of the woman and the one side of the man, and let's just collab this together, you know, kind of wrap this up. But so for the women's side, do you feel it's okay for you to chase a man so the next chick doesn't end up with him?
No. Fuck no.
And
Fuck
for
I look
us,
like.
it's
Look
if
at
you
me.
want to be chased
I'm
instead of
playing.
courting a woman, then why would you feel emasculated if she proposed to you? Now, my whole thing is I think, again, I'm not going to say it's a 50-50 deal, but it's a, all right, I want to put something out there. I want to see something back. Like, you know, it's a back and forth. You know what I mean? It doesn't
an
always
exchange.
have to be there.
I don't think I
but
want
have
to be.
see.
I don't think I want to be chased by a woman. I think I would
never
want to
that.
be wanted. You know, like I feel like I think that's what probably makes porn so addictive to some men. It's just the fact that the women. No, it's a study. You know, it's a
Can you cite that?
You can't get shit back from porn.
no.
I'm not.
I'm just.
No.
He's just saying the
listen,
fantasy
it's just
of what
a
it is.
fantasy of the woman wanting. There's weird men out there. There's men that pay for like fucking panties and shit, bro. So I'm sure like.
So you're a POV type of guy.
I'm a real action type of guy. I go out there and get it. You know
So
what I
you
mean?
chase.
I fish.
This nigga.
Oh my goodness.
So do you guys think chivalry is dead?
no, it's just
No.
a different kind of
Where does
chivalry.
it start though? Does it start?
It starts with the woman.
What?
I think it starts with the women these days. You feel me? Like, and I mean that at home.
Wait, what?
Can you,
home.
Nigga, we all
Fam,
confused.
can you like talk English right now?
Yeah,
like
let me say and hurry the
elaborate.
fuck up.
Meaning
Speak with
that,
your
like,
chest, nigga.
How you treat a woman is I feel like a woman should teach their son like that. There's a lot of families I've seen, mostly in New York. You know, in Florida you don't really see much because everybody's private. But you know, you see half of the women how they talk to their you know people. You see exactly their sons talk to women and men the same exact way. So at the end of the day, I feel like it starts from home and then it starts with the female, whether it's the mother or some type of figure in the house from young. But that's where it all starts at. That's why I
So
believe that.
we're in the day of social media. Do you feel like chivalry starts in the inbox?
Hey, it started from me, so I can't even go there. From the DMs
mean,
to the guts. A
I
love and hip
just
hop
think
love story.
it's just a look, man. It just evolves on how we communicate. That's all that is. You know. Now, does it suck that everybody's in the club on their phones doing this? Yeah, at times it does. But if it's a DM or whatever, it's still a you know. Now you get to say hi to somebody across the universe instead of waiting to see them at Publix or at the club or doing something crazy like that. You just shoot your shot and see what happens. But it doesn't mean something can't, generate off that. I mean, think about all the fucking dating sites that there are. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same shit. It's just connecting to people that are
if
fucking so tired of fucking going out there, shooting a shot and coming up empty.
Yeah, like I told the story before.
Or
I
eating
found
a pussy
Nina
with a small dick.
through Facebook, so I slid in her inbox. So how would you like, if you were single, how would you like to be approached in your inbox?
You gonna give out the game.
No, I mean, she's not single, so.
No, I mean, I just think that, you know what, stop it. I don't know that there would be just don't be corny, because once you're corny, like you just can't.
Did you not listen
yourself.
to last week's episode, nigga? They said
did.
pay attention, dog.
I got notes,
Yeah,
nigga.
like,
you ain't paying
know?
attention, nigga.
Yeah, like anybody that knows me and you have an interest in me, like Jesus Christ, put some effort into getting to
think that's
know me. Like,
automatic.
just
I
don't
think that
be
makes
like,
shit
oh my
easy.
God, she's a pretty face, and be like, what's up, ma? Like, that's mad corny. Like, don't do that, Like,
Bro, do shit like,
put some
one day
effort
she
into
says,
this
oh,
shit.
these are my favorite roses. And then you just shoot her some roses one day.
My ex
or whatever
was good
she
for
likes.
that
You know what I
shit.
mean?
My ex would fucking, I remember one time I came home and I came up to the sidewalk and it had a chalk heart that he had fucking sat there and drew for me. Like, when I got home, I came home to fucking flowers. I came home to like
no panties on. Those shit fell off real fast, huh?
It was just like, there were times, at one point in our relationship, he had keys to the house. I would walk in to flowers. I mean, he just made me feel appreciated. He gave me one time a dozen balloons, like just different, like heart-shaped ones, like just different shit that
That's
just
my
be
favorite
like,
shit. The shit they ain't expected.
Was this the basketball nigga?
God, you guys are horrible.
You wouldn't say this shit.
Right?
But I'm going to say that I think where we're at nowadays and what's raising kids for the most part, I think we're going to see a big difference even 10, 15, 20. Like when my kids want to start dating, I think we're going to, and yours.
Just be an influence in your kid's life, man.
I think that's key.
That's all it is. It's just being an impact. If outside is more of an impact than you are in your own home, then you're fucked regardless. It don't matter if you're a pastor, a police officer. It don't matter.
Well, we've seen the chicks that have pastors for daddy, so.
And another thing, I'm a big component of, or a big advocate of, if you have kids in the household and, you're in a relationship where you're married, don't have any arguments in front of the kids. Don't even have arguments in the house. Take that shit outside of the house.
So the neighbors can see.
No, just go somewhere private and discuss or argue in private somewhere. It keeps the bad energy out of the house. And then the kids don't see that either.
Like that one chick that don't fuck in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Sage your fucking house. Sage your fucking house. Sage your fucking pussy. You don't fucking argue in the house. All of that.
Don't fuck in the house?
Yeah. You ain't, you know what? Anyways.
Shit.
Well, that's the end of our episode. We appreciate everybody listening to us. Make sure you check us out on RawXchange.net. Again, we have all the episodes up there. You can reach out to us. So if you have a question, something you want us to talk about, reach out to us there. You can catch us on all our social media platforms. It's RawXchange-Episode. One more time, shout out to everybody, man, following us, man. We appreciate all the love. We can't do it without you guys, so we really appreciate all the love.
Stay tuned for that live show, too. It's coming up.
Soon.
Live show coming up, and it's almost a real nigga's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
My birthday, the 23rd.
Nigga, what
your ass,
the
nigga.
fuck? My birthday's
MJ
Sunday.
thought it was going to be about him, dog.
Shit. That's cold as
Until
ice.
next time.
Peace. Welcome to the Raw Exchange, where we say what the fuck we feel.